Hi everyone, I'm Nisha. Welcome back. So in this session, we can do some activities and some examples through C++ program based on the first session about structures. Okay, so let us start.
Okay, just see the assigned works I given in that last video. So here I put the answer also. So just see what is a structure. So it's a user-defined data type of C++, and it's a collection of different data types grouped together under a single name. Then you can write the syntax and the examples for that structure creation. Okay. So the second question is, what is the difference between array and structure? Some more differences are there, but we studied only 3 points. Okay, till what you all studied, the difference is 3. So the first one is, it is a array is a derived data type, structure is a user defined data type. Array is a collection of same type of data, structure collection of different types of data. Then in arrays, elements of an array are referenced using the corresponding subscripts. Subscript means index. Then in structure, elements of structures are referenced using dot operator. Okay, so these are the differences of arrays and structures we studied. Then the third question is, define a structure product with the elements product code, product name, quantity, and price. So how we can define the structure? Only the definition of the structure we need. So struct is the keyword, and the structure name they given as product. So product we can put for that. Then the collection. What are the elements they given? Product code. So it's an integer. So we can use int and p code. I wrote p code for that. No need of writing the full name of product code. If you want to write it means no problem. But without space, we want to specify the column name, because the all variable names and the structure name and the function name are following the same identifier rules. Okay, for identifier rules, remember we can't put space. So product code, if you want to put that full name, means product underscore code we can use, otherwise just leave that space and product code together. So I choose the shortcut method, so p code, that is enough. Then product name, I put p name. Then quantity means the number of stocks, that is quantity. Okay, so int qty I put short form. Then price, it's float value, so I put float price. And brace close semicolon. Semicolon is compulsory, so this is in the syntax, so don't forget that. Okay, these are the answers of assignment 1. Okay, so we can move on to the next part. Okay, how to access the values? It is in the last part of the last video, but just I am revising here because we need this part throughout the chapter. Okay, so if it's an independent variable, see in variable name. If it is an array, see in array name and in the square bracket index number. If it is a structure, we need to put dot operator to connect variable name and element name. So syntax is see in structure variable dot element name. Okay, so here one example is the struct student, int admission number, character name of 26, float mark, and the variable of structure is s1. So how we can input and display it? So here see in s1.admno. Why we are using s1.admno? ADMNO is the element of S1 block. Okay, if we are not putting S1 means C in admission number, what will happen? The compiler will search any independent variable ADMNO is there in the program or not. Is it there? No. So ADMNO is the column name or element name of S1. So the compiler know only S1 now. So ADMNO is the subpart of the S1. So S1.ADMNO. Then for name, cin dot getLine bracket s1 dot name 20 size, then cin s1 dot mark for mark, then cout display all the details. So cout s1 dot admno s1 dot name s1 dot mark. Clear? This is the way of accessing and retrieving the values through structure variable or independent variable or through the array. Okay. Now next we can study how we can use the structure inside the program. Where we want to define it, where we want to declare it, how we can use this. Okay. Okay, this is our first program and structure. Okay. So do you remember the Genie editor? How we can open the Genie editor? Yeah, first application, then programming, then Genie. Is it? Now we'll get a editor there. So we want to type our code here, statement here. So now just read the question carefully. Write a program to define a structure named employee. Employee is the structure name given with the elements employee code, name, and salary of a particular employee. Okay, so we want to access the details of a particular employee and display it. This is the program here. Okay, so now just check how we can write. First hash include iostream, then using namespace std, then structure definition. Okay, so struct employee is the name given, then brace open, int for employee code I choose e code, then char name 20 size I put, then float for salary I choose float, then salary is the column name. Okay, then brace close semicolon. So structure definition over. Where we wrote the structure definition? Before the int main. It is defined globally now. Do you remember global and local? Okay. So here we define the structure employee globally, not inside any function. Okay, it's outside the function now. Now we can start the program. Int main is the function name, then brace open. We want to declare a variable for the structure, then only we can use. So employee is the data type, then space e is the variable of that employee, then put semicolon. Now we want to enter the details. So we want to give a correct message for that. So cout employee details, cout enter employee code. So the user want to enter. So cin e dot e code. E is the block name, e code is the element name. So e dot e code. Then cout enter employee name, cin e dot name. So e is the block, name is the second column. Cout enter employee salary. So cin e dot salary. Okay. Now e is the block here, e code is the first column, name is the second column, salary is the third column. So the user entered for the first employee code will assign to e code column, and the name will stored in name column. Okay, then the salary will stored in salary column. Now we want to display all the details. So cout employee details are cout employee name, you'll get the e code there. So for getting the e code, e dot e code. The next line, cout employee name, e dot name. So the name will, corresponding name will display there. Cout employee salary, e dot salary. So the salary will display there. Then return 0, brace close. Okay, understood? So just revise once more. First we want to define the header file, hash include iostream. Then we want to specify that using namespace std. Then the structure definition, struct employee and the collection of members there, elements there. Int e code, character name of 20 size, float salary, brace close semicolon. Then the program begins int main, brace open, then the structure variable declaration, employee e semicolon. Then we want to give the message for the user to enter the details. So cout enter employee code, cin e dot e code. Cout, enter the employee name. So cin e dot name. Next, cout, enter employee salary. So cin e dot salary. Just display all the details of that particular employee. So cout, the employee details are cout, employee code, then the code will display there. E dot e code. Employee name, E dot name. Employee salary, E dot salary. Okay, so after writing this code, what is the next step? We want to save this, then we want to compile this. If any error is there, we want to correct it. After correction, again we want to compile it, then build, then execute. Okay, after executing, we'll get the output screen. This is the output screen here. So here, employee details, we'll get the message in first. Then enter employee code in the next line. So the cursor will wait there for entering entering the value of E code. So I put 1001 there, 1001 there. Okay. Then I press enter key. So I got a message, enter employee name. So I typed Vishal there. Then I press enter. Then again the message came, enter employee salary. So 25,000 I put there. Then I press the enter key. So they show the details of the employees. The employee details are employee code 1001, employee name Vishal, employee salary 25,000. This is the output screen. Okay, and just see this data where the data stored in that E code. E is the block, E code is the column name, first column name, 1001 stored in E code. Name is the second column, so Vishal stored in name column. 25,000 salary I put, so the 25,000 is stored in the salary column. Understood? This is the memory structure. Okay, clear? Okay. Next topic is arrays inside a structure. Arrays inside a structure means inside the definition of the structure, we can specify array also as an element name. Okay, so how we can use that? Struct, structure name, then brace open, int admission number, character name of 20 size, float m of 5 I put here, brace close s. So what is the meaning of this? What is the meaning? Student is the user defined data type. First element is admission number, second element is name, and for that particular student we want to enter 5 subject marks. Is it? That is the meaning of this definition. We want to assign the 5 subject marks of a particular student. We are not using array means we want to put M1, M2, M3, M4, M5. Is it? So better we can use M of 5. So for M we will get 5 columns. Is it? So this is the way of declaration. Already we used character name of 20 size, that also an array. But comparing with string and integer, float or integer, any advantage is there for string? Do you remember? Yeah, it is there. We are using just C in name. Automatically the name will assign to each cells. Is it? Name of 0, name of 1, name of 2, like that. We don't want to specify for each letter the index numbers. Is it? It will automatically assign. But if you are using an integer or a float value for array, we want to specify the index number for input or display. Is it? Yeah. So this is the way of declaring the arrays inside a structure, and the memory block will be like this now. S is the name given, admission number is the first column, name is the second column. For name also 20 columns are there. Then for mark, for float M, M of 0, M of 1, M of 2, M of 3, M of 4. Like that cell will create it. See the memory address. 1001 is the base address of admission, base address of S now. That means admission number. And 4 contiguous 4 columns we will get for admission number 4 bytes. Then for name 20 bytes. So 1005 to 1024. Then M of 0, M of 1, M of 2, M of 3, M of 4. For each column we will get 4 bytes. Is it? So M of 0, 4 bytes. So to 1025 to 28 for M of 0. Then 29 to 32 for M of 1. 33 to 36 M of 2. 37 to 40 M of 3. Then 41 to 44 M of 4. So what are the total bytes of S1? For admission number 4 bytes. Then 20 bytes for a name. Then 5 cells are there for M. Each carries 4. So 5 into 4, 20 bytes. So the total is 20 plus 20 plus 4. That means 44 bytes. Okay. So this is arrays inside a structure. Understood? Okay. How to access the values of arrays inside a structure? Arrays inside a structure. So here the syntax is cin structure variable dot element name, then in the square bracket index number. Okay. So here one example I've used. Struct student. Student is the structure name. Then inside that student in the admission number. Only one column I put for just for an example. Okay. Then 5 is in the square bracket. That means 5 students admission number I want to assign it. And S1 is the block name. Okay. So how we can access the values for this admission number? So the syntax is cin structure variable dot element name. So here we want to write cin S1 is the structure variable. So S1 dot ADMNO is the element name. So ADMNO, then in the square bracket index number. So the first index number is 0. Then again S1 dot ADMN of 1, then S1 dot ADMN of 2, then S1 dot ADMN of 3, then S1 dot ADMN of 4. Okay. This is the way of accessing the values. But if we want to store 38 students admission number means it is difficult. Is it? We want to write cin s1.admn of 0 to cin s1.admn of 37. It is difficult, right? So we can use for the repetition statements, we already studied for loop. You remember? For bracket open, initialization, semicolon, expression, semicolon, updation, bracket close, brace open, statements, brace close. Is it? So here we can use, we want to repeat the statement cin s1.admno. Is it? Only the index number is changing here. So for the index number, we can use the variable of 4. So how we can use it? So for int I is equal to 0, I less than 5. Only 5 students admission number are there. So I less than 5, I plus plus. Then in the braces, cin s1.admno of I we can write that index number. So S1 is one block. Inside that one block, 5 columns are there. Is it? ADMN of 0, ADMN of 1, ADMN of 2, ADMN of 3, ADMN of 4. So I, through the I, we will get the index number. So first time I0, second time I1, third time I2, then 3, then 4. Okay? This is the easiest way of inputting the values in where? Arrays inside a structure. Okay, structure variable is 1 here. It's not an array, but the element is array. So how we can use structure variable dot the element name, then the square bracket index number. Clear? You see the program 2 here. You will get more idea how we can use the arrays inside a structure. Okay. So here we want to define a structure student. So the details are admission number, name and mark of 5 subjects. And we want to print the admission number, name and total mark. I don't want to display the subject marks, only the total mark I want to display it. So what we can do and how we can do. So see, hash include IOStream, that slash slash meaning what? It's a comment. So just I put the comment print admission number, comma, name and total mark of a particular student. Then using namespace std, then the definition of structure before main. Okay, struct student, brace open, int admno, character name of 20 size, float m of 5. Then brace close, s. S is the variable declared here. See where I declared the structure variable. In the program 1, I put a statement inside the main. Is it? That is one method. This is the another way of declaration. So here S also a global variable now. So I will give you the detail what is global and local later. But just see, now we define the structure and the variable outside the main. So the structure and the variable is globally declared. Okay, now we can start the program. Int main. Int total is equal to 0. So here I used an independent variable total. There is no connection with the total and the structure now. Okay, it's an independent variable total. Now how we can input the details. Enter admission number, cin s.admno. Enter name, cin s.name. See out the message, enter 5 subject marks. So cin s.m of 0, s.m of 1, s.m of 2, s.m of 3, s.m of 4. This is one method of inputting. So we already studied how we can use the for loop. If we are using for loop means we can put it like this. For int I is equal to 0, I less than 5, I plus plus, cin s dot m of 5. So two methods are there. You can use any one. So the first method I used and the other one I put it in the comment just to show you. Okay. Now the next line, just to display the details, cout admission number s.admno, cout name s.name. Now how we can find the total mark? So for there also two methods are there. Total is equal to s.m of 0 plus s.m of 1 plus s.m of 2. So this method also we can use. This method also we can use here. Is it? So the another method is for int I is equal to 0, I less than 5, I plus plus, total is equal to total plus s dot m of I. So total, for total I didn't put s dot because it is an independent variable. So total is equal to total plus s dot m of I. M is the element of s. So we want to write s dot m, m in the square bracket I. So s inside that as m of 0, m of 1, m of 2, m of 3, m of 4. These values will add it to total now. Then see out the total mark. Understood? I'll repeat once more. Here the structure is student and just imagine the box now. Admission number is the first column, name is the second column, then m of 5. 5 columns are there. First column name is m of 0, second one is m of 1, then third 2, then 3, then 4. And the box name is S. This is the way of declaration and the definition of a structure. Then into main, we want to find out the total, so we need a total variable. It is not in the structure. It's not the element of a structure. So it's an independent variable. So normally, how we declare a variable? In the first statement of the main, is it? So int total equal to 0. Now we want to enter the student details. Enter admission number, s.admno. Enter name, s.name. Enter 5 subject marks. So cin s.m of 0, s.m of 1, S dot M of 2, S dot M of 3, S dot M of 4. Or we can use for loop. How we can write if you are using a for loop? 4 int I is equal to 0, I less than 5, I plus plus, Cn S dot M of 5. You can use any method. Both I wrote there. The one I put it in the statement and the other one I put it in comment. Okay, just to show you. Then C out display, we are displaying the details. S dot ADMNO. Then C out name, S dot name. Then we want to find out the total. How we can find the total? One method is total is equal to S dot M of 0 plus, S dot M of 1 plus, S dot M of 2 plus, S dot M of 3 plus, S dot M of 4. And the second method is through for loop also we can add this. So we already studied the array to sum of the total elements. Is it same style here also? But the array is inside the structure. So we want to use S dot. That is the difference here. So for loop int I is equal to 0, I less than 5, I plus plus. Total is equal to total plus, total is 0 now, total plus S dot M of 5. So first time M of 0th position's value will assign to total. Total plus S dot M of I means the first element value will add to the 0 and store it in the total. Now the first value is in the total now. Again for loop I increment it. Then total is equal to total plus S dot M of 1. Second mark will add with the total value, then assign in the total itself. So we will get the result of M of 0 plus M of 1. That is in the total now. Now again I increment it. So M of 2, M of 2's mark will get, and it will added with the total. So like that it will go on till I become 5. Okay. So after that, just see out total. There is no S dot total because total is not the element of S. So total is an independent variable. So just display total. Understood now? So this is the way of writing the program. Just go through the program. Okay. If any doubt, you can call me and clear it. Understood? I will show you the output screen also after compiling and build and execute how the screen of the output is. The output screen now. Student details, enter admission number, I put 1000, enter name, I put Arjun there. Then enter 5 subject marks. So 50, that will assign in M of 0, 60, M of 1, 70, M of 2, 80, M of 3, 60, M of 4. Now the details displayed, admission number 1000, name Arjun, and the total mark. See? So here S is the box, ADMNO, name, M of 0, M of 1, M of 2, M of 3, M of 4 are the columns. The values assigned in each blocks. Okay, see the total, it's an independent variable. There's no connection with the S. So total 320. I hope you all understood now. Okay, if any doubt, clear it. You can call me directly or through WhatsApp.
I hope you all enjoyed this session. So see you in the part 3 series. So till then, take care. Bye.